Welcome to back. In the last video we talk about the switch statement. In this class we talk about the control flow statement and loops. Use loops cycling through data. Loop is a control flow statement that iterates a part of the programs multiple times. When we want to run a code multiple times, we use loops. These are the control flow charts. Loops in Java. Loops can execute a block of code as long as a specified condition is reached. When we reach the specific condition, the loop is stopped. Otherwise, the loop is executed multiple times. Examples: 10 times, 20 times, 50 times. Otherwise, in Java, we have 4 types loops. While loop, first one. Second is do while loop. The third is for loop. Language has these 3 type loops like C, C++. In Java, we have another 4 types for each loops. We work practically on these 4 types loops in this class or other class. In this class we work on while loop and do while loop, and the next class we work on for loop and for each loops. Let's jump to the NetBeans and work practically on while loop and do while loop. Let's know more about loops. Loops are handy because they save time, reduce errors, and they make code more readable. The loops we use loops and benefit of loops: save time, reduce errors, and they makes code more readable. First of all, we work on while loop. The while loops through a block of code as long as a specific condition is true. We declare the while built-in keyword and open the parentheses. In this we use a condition. After that we open the loop's body and write our code. First of all, I want to declare a variables integer I is equal to 0. I want to print the 5 numbers, start from 0 and end up. I want to declare here in a condition I greater than 5. When I greater than 5, you print to me I, and after that use the increment statement. When I run this program, no output show because this condition is not true, it is false. The while loops throw a block of code as long as the specified condition is true. When the condition is true, the while loop executed. If the condition is not true, the while loop is not executed because the condition false, because we declare I greater than 5, but I is 0, it is not greater than 5. The condition is false. When I less than 5, now the condition is true and the while loop executed. Yes, 0, 4. I is 0. While loop check the condition I less than 5. Yes, the condition is true. Print I is 0. After that I plus plus and increment by 1. The I is 1. When 1 is less than 5, yes, the condition is true. Print I, print 1. After that I plus plus and increment by 1. Now the I is 2 because plus by 1. The I is 2, 2 less than 5, the condition is true and the I is printed 2. After that I plus plus, yani the I is 3 now. The I is 3, the condition is true, printed I, print 3, then plus by 1. The I is 4, 4 less than 5, yes. The condition is true, I come to the compiler, come to the while block and print I, that is a 4, I plus plus. When the I is 5, the condition is false. The compiler jump to the while loop body and the program is stopped. This is the while loop. Now we talk about the do while loops. The do while loops are little variant of while loops. The do while loop is a variant of while loop. This loop will execute the code block once. When we use the do while loop, this loop will execute the code block once before checking if the condition is true or false. The do while loop executes the code block once before checking the condition is true or false. Then it will repeat the loops as long as the condition is true. If the condition is true in do while loop, after the code block execute once, they repeat the loops when the condition is true. If the condition is not true, stop the loop. We use example in do while loop. First of all, we declare the variable I and assign to 0 to I and 0 assigned to I. First of all, we use the do keyword, built-in keyword. Open the body of do, and here is code area. After the do, we declare the while keyword, and we now I want to change the I is 1. In the code area, I print the I. After that, I plus plus, use the increment of it, and after that we use the condition if I greater than. In this time, first print this do body once. After that, check the condition. If the condition is true, the loop is repeated. If the condition is false, the loop is stopped. Now the condition is false. The condition is false. I run this program. The I is 1, but the loop is stopped because this code run once before checking the condition. When the condition is true, the loop is repeated as long as the condition is true. Now the condition is false and the loop is stopped. I want to true this condition and run this program again. Yes, the I is 1, 1 is printed. After that, I increment by 1. Now the I price is 2. Now check the condition. I is 2, this less than 5. Yes, the condition is true. Again jump to the do while body, and now the I is 2 printed. I plus by 1. The I is 3. The I is 3 now. I is less than 5. That's true. And again the I is printed 3. I plus by 1. The I is 4. I less than 5 because 4 less than 5. Yes, the condition is true. And again the do body is printed 4. After that, I plus by 1. I is 5. 5 less than 5. The condition is false and the loop is stopped. These are the difference between do loop in do while loops and while loops. While loops first check the condition, then execute the code. Do while loop execute the code once. After execution, they check the condition. If true, the loop is repeated. If false, the loop is